What's up guys, welcome back to my channel. This is where I help you to achieve your physique goals and create a fit, strong and confident life. Today I'm going to be talking to you about your goals, how you're going to go about your goals, what your goals even are, how you're going to attain your goals, how you're going to track your progress, and help you realize why you should have set goals to provide a set structure and how that's going to help you to stay motivated and keep you on track. I'm also going to be taking you through my workout today. Today I'm going to be working towards a strength goal, and I want to show you how I go about my training session to achieve a 1 rep max. So my exercise of choice is going to be the Hexbar Deadlift, and previously my 1 rep max has been 215 pounds. That was either early this year or late last year, and realistically I'm not going to be able to lift that today. I have obviously been on quarantine like everybody else, and I haven't been able to work on my strength goals. My goals did change, so I needed the gym to be able to work towards my strength goals, because you need to progressively overload with weight, and I hadn't got that weight available to me. So now I'm back in the gym. Our gym's open tomorrow fully, and now I'm back in the gym. I want to start focusing on those strength goals. I would also like you to realize how much more motivating working towards a performance goal is rather than just aesthetic goals. I always have aesthetic goals. I have an end image in my head, but I put it there and I keep it there, and I kind of sometimes forget about it. And in the meantime, I work towards performance goals. Those performance goals are much more motivating to stick to than the final image that's in my head. I never forget about that, but what I would like you to realize as well is if you have performance goals, you are already working towards your final aesthetic goals, and you probably don't even realize it. So for instance, if your goal is to lose weight, if you're training for a marathon, a half marathon, or if you want to get stronger in the gym, while you're achieving those goals, you will be losing weight and getting fitter, and you're more likely to achieve those final aesthetic goals. So that's how I go about it. I hope you realize the value in, training hard in the gym and improving that performance over looking in the mirror and expecting changes overnight to your physique. So today I'm going to show you how I build up the weight to achieve my 1 rep max. I think I'm going to try for maybe 200 pounds or thereabouts as my 1 rep max, but I'm not just going to go straight out the gates and try and lift that. I obviously want to warm up my movement patterns and just get my head in the game. So I'm going to do probably a total of 8 sets, something like that. And I'm going to start off with a relatively light weight and high reps. And then I'm going to put more weight on, and you'll see that the reps drop down until I achieve my 1 rep max. And then to get more volume in, then I will take some weight off and I'll start to increase the reps. So I'm going to be ascending in weight and then descending in weight. And as I ascend in weight, I'm going to descend the amount of reps. That was hard. So stick around to see that. I'm going to give you my top 10 tips in between my sets of deadlifts. So during these warm-up sets, it's really important to focus on the best possible form while the weight is still light. It is much more likely to practice bad form when you're testing your maximum weight. So here, I really should be focusing on keeping my core tight, my shoulders back, and I should really be driving through the legs. You'll see as the weight increases in future sets that my form breaks fairly easily, and that is just because I am so unpracticed at lifting heavy due to the gyms being closed. Here, because the weight is lighter, I can get away with slight imbalances, but it will really show up in the later sets. Okay, so number one is to focus on one goal at a time. Quite often I see a lot of people make mistakes. They try to change too many things all at the same time. So they want to hit the gym every day. They want to eat more vegetables. They want to cut out sugar. They want to get 8 hours of sleep at night. And it's a lot all at once. If you try to do too many things all at the same time, you're just going to create a lot of tension in your life and a lot of anxiety, and you're basically just setting yourself up for failure. So I would encourage you to focus on one goal to start off with. Maybe it's getting into a routine with the gym. Start off at the gym. Make sure that you're making good headway with that goal before then you start to explore other goals. So this weight really caught me by surprise. It was very slow off the floor, which made me break in the core, made my hips raise too quickly, and therefore I took over the lift with my lower back rather than driving through the legs. But we got through it. It wasn't pretty, but we got through it. Number two, so make your goal your own. Try not to be influenced by other people's goals. So a common goal is to lose weight. Everybody always wants to be on the perpetual weight loss train, but maybe you're more inspired by wanting to lift heavier, getting stronger in the gym. Maybe you want to aim for a marathon or a half marathon. Maybe you want to do an obstacle course race. There's many things that you can do that is going to get you to your end goal. So this weight went up a little easier than I expected. My knees almost buckled at the bottom, but I remembered to drive them outwards, and that really helped me to get the weight up. Whew. Tip number 3, you need to make your goals specific, measurable, and time bound. So what this means is, if you have a goal of I want to lose weight, then there is nothing specific about that. It's not measurable and there's no time scale to it. If you want to lose weight, then you need to know your starting point. You need to know how many pounds you want to lose, and you need to have a start date and an end date. So you might want to lose 6 pounds in 6 weeks. So you have a specific goal. It is measurable by the amount of pounds that you lose, and it is time bound. It has a start point, and 6 weeks later is your end point. Tip number 4, you're going to set micro goals in between your starting point and your end point. This is going to help you keep making progress, and it's going to help with your motivation. I don't like the word motivation. I don't think you should rely on motivation. Motivation will leave you very quickly and you have to rely on your self-discipline. But anyway, it's going to keep you a little bit more driven to keep on progressing. So micro goals in the weight loss case, then weekly you would do check-ins, and you want to aim for 1 pound a week until you've lost your 6 pounds after 6 weeks. Okay, so this is going to be my first attempt. Hold on, it's not pretty. Great game face, Ascher. So I waited about 5 minutes and tried again at the same weight. Tip number 5, you're going to learn how to play the long game. So with fitness, you want your time scale to be long, because it's going to take time. It doesn't happen overnight. However, conversely, I will say, when you set your mind to something and you stay consistent, you can see incredible results really quickly. But you need to have in your mind that it takes a long time. So I would set yourself a year for your long-term goals, and then have those shorter-term goals in between. You're going to have to learn how to be patient, and seeing your fitness goals as a long-term goal will encourage you to see it as a lifestyle change rather than just a quick fix. Okay, so having failed twice at 205, but knowing that 195 went up fairly easily for 3, I tried 200 pounds. Nailed it. Tip number 6, understand what is driving your goal. So again, weight loss. Everybody wants to lose weight, but why do you want to lose weight? Yes, you want to lose weight because you want to look better, but why do you want to look better? This is usually something really, really personal to you, but just get to the bottom of your why, because you're going to need that, because you will struggle. Everybody struggles. Everybody's going to fall off track, and it's really thinking about that why, which is going to keep you moving forward and to get back on track again. Okay, so having achieved my 200 pound max rep goal, I now decided to take quite a bit of weight off and really go back and try to establish some good movement patterns. My muscles were obviously fatigued because I'm still struggling to keep my core tight here, but the form is slightly better. You might have heard trainers say before to leave your ego at the door. Yeah, I struggle with that. Number 7, be flexible and adaptable. Maybe once upon a time you were trucking along nicely, achieving your goals, and then all of a sudden the coronavirus comes and ruins your entire life. Just kidding, it didn't ruin my entire life, I'm being dramatic. However, with my goals, I couldn't pursue my goals as I wanted to. The track was not straight. So I had to quickly adapt to the environment that was available to me, and kind of had to move around a little bit. My goal is still the same, but just the direction kind of veered off a little bit. And it's very important that you do the same. This training session has helped me to plan my workout program, because I now know I need to really spend some time on developing my power and drive, and to continually focus on form even when I think it feels right. I would encourage you guys to book some sessions with a professional just to have them look over and adjust your technique. Okay guys, we got a change of environment. It was just getting a little bit busy in the gym, so I'm not at that stage yet where I can talk to you in front of other people, because it's just weird. Okay, tip number 8, get help from a professional. If you have a hard time evaluating your current fitness level, if you're not sure of what a realistic goal is for you, or if you're just totally overwhelmed by the masses of information that you find online, then choose one trainer or one online coach and get them to help you. A professional should give you a full fitness assessment, ask you about any medical history, ask about your past experience and your current goals. I myself offer in-person one-on-one private personal training in the Cayman Islands. I'm an online coach, so I provide online training programs and nutrition coaching also, meal plans and macro adjustments. With my clients, I like to do regular check-ins. This helps to provide them with the accountability that they need. I'm always on hand for advice, and I'm there to tweak the goals week by week and adapt to your current situation. My information is in the description box below, so if you would like to work with me, then hit me up and I can see if we would be a good fit. Tip number 9, collect data. You want to start off with your base data so you know what you are trying to progress from. So I would encourage you to know your weight. So take your weight, take your measurements, and take progress pictures. These are all for later comparison. You also want to know what you're eating and how many calories you're eating. Write down what you eat in a day. If you've never tracked your macros before, I encourage you just for a few days to log on to MyFitnessPal, log in your food honestly and realistically, put in everything that you eat over the course of 3 days, and it will work out your calories and how much protein and carbohydrates and fats that you're eating. This is valuable information. If you don't know how much you're eating, then how do you know what you're going to adjust down the line? You just don't know. Then you're going to make sure that you write down your goals. Writing them down will make them more real. And then remember the tip earlier, make sure they're measurable and make sure they're time bound. Then you're going to work out how many workouts you can do in a week. Once you've worked that out, you're going to put it in your calendar. Actually physically writing it in your diary or your calendar is going to help prevent you from flaking out. Number 10, find your tribe. So whoever that is, maybe it is a personal trainer or a coach, maybe it's just your best friend, or maybe it's your partner, but you need somebody to help you. You definitely need to tell somebody what your goals are, and you need to know that they're going to be there to support you. You want to ask this person to motivate you, encourage you, and to hold you accountable. So that's it from me, guys. That is my top 10 tips. Thank you for listening today. If you wouldn't mind hitting that thumbs up on your way out, subscribe to see more videos like this, and don't forget to hit that notification bell so you don't miss my next video. Thanks again, guys. See you next time. Mwah.